Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the video. Darren, how's it going today? Today we have just gotten up. We've had a slow start to this morning. There's no point trying to deny that. I've been lazy, and I tried to get up at 8:30, and it was so cold. I rolled myself up into a cocoon, and I don't know why it was so cold. It just felt bloody cold, and it was quite cold all night, to be honest with you as well. So it must have been windy because my windows weren't open. I've just poured water everywhere because I was trying to. That's what you get for trying to multitask, isn't it? Yeah, so I wrapped myself up into a big cocoon and then didn't wake up until like 9:45. But since then, I have gotten myself dressed, had a shower, and I am importing my video to export, which is just going on there. I'm watching a bit of Top Gear on the right hand side. I'm going to make myself a quick breakfast. And what I'm going to be doing is, while I'm having my breakfast, I'm just going to be tying up the end of my Thoughts and Places video that I'm going to be that I'm making from my trip to London. I'm just working on that. I was writing it in bed last night, and but that's why my duvet's the wrong way around, because I was going to demo rolling into a duvet then, but I thought best not. It's a bit weird, isn't it? But God, it looks so jazzy that way around. It's unreal. Flip it back over. Oh my lord, what's it doing? Jesus Christ. But yeah, so I was writing the Thoughts and Places thing last night. I'm on the very tail end of it. I've just got to tie it all together. And it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, oh God, I can't function. Trying to be clever and all, what's that word? Pompous. And, you know that word when people write and they sound pretentious. There you go. I can't be this pretentious at 1 o'clock in the morning. I just physically can't do it to myself. So I thought best off wait until the morning. While I'm sorting out my daily vlog in the morning, I will sort that out as well while I'm having my breakfast. And for breakfast, we're having cheese and toast. Tomorrow we're going to have a bacon sandwich. Oh, hello. Any reason for that? Not particularly. Well, for reasons I decided yesterday, I've now forgotten, and then didn't get bacon out. So yeah. Otherwise tomorrow we've got Flex Day, so we've got Monday off. I'm going to be heading to town tomorrow, so today is going to be my day inside. I'm going to be filming 2 videos, a programming video, which is like 2 hours. It's going to take me 2 hours to film, so I'm going to be busy basically all day, so I need to get up and running as soon as possible, hence me talking to you straight a bloody away. And I need to keep that. I keep forgetting that I've got to keep the fan on when I have a shower. I always wander over to know, why is the door open? Why is the light on? But yeah, so I'm just going to make myself some breakfast. Put myself a cup of tea ready. First cup of tea of the day, and then I'm going to be preparing to film the Thoughts and Places video. And finishing it while I'm doing this. I'll do my description later and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting day. Hopefully, I want to be able to finish within a certain time frame so that I can do something towards 4 or 5 later. So that's my time frame. I basically need to start filming the programming video by 1. It's ambitious. Let's see if we can do it. Someone's outside cleaning their car. God damn it. How come yours looks clean and mine didn't? Hey? He has just used a watering can to cover it, which might be part of it. Who knows? I don't know, lad. Okay, it's 12:20. Starting the programming one. I may just have to turn it into a nighttime thing. Starting the programming video before I go out is highly unlikely. At this rate, I've just been fiddling with the script. I just can't nail it down. I keep I'll finish it and I'll be like, right, I'm good with that, and then I'll read it through and I'll be like, what if I change this to this? And I keep trying to finesse the ending, and it's just not happening. So I've decided that the best course of action is just to quit trying to be a perfectionist and just start filming it, and then as I'm doing it, edit it on the fly. I just started setting on my tripod, and I've realised that lifting this up means that everyone can see my tripod and me stood here talking to it. I'll be able to watch people walk down the street and they'll be like, I was just setting it up here fiddling with it, and someone was walking down here looking at me. God damn it. Why is it so low as well? It annoys me how small this is. Anyway, camera, battery. Right then, we are ready to rock and roll. We have the camera set up, we have the microphone set up right in in front of it we have, it's nice and light in here, nice and bright. Now I don't have this diffuser bloody in the way, stop it diffusing the bloody sun. But yeah, right then, let's get into some filming it, shall we? I just need to, what do I need to do? Just some standard filming. I imagine the script's going to change halfway through this. It's nearly 1 o'clock. Told you it was ambitious to start wanting to do the programming video before now. Ambitious, more like impossible. So I'm considering filming this and then going swimming, like before dinner, and then I'll come back, have an early dinner, go and do the programming stuff. That's my plan. Hopefully that follows suit. Because I don't have time to do this tomorrow, to do the programming thing tomorrow. So let's have a brief look at what my to-do list is saying, if I'm doing well. Yeah, we should be on track. We should be on track with that. Right, let's do it. Nailed it. We finished. We're still recording because I've got loads of time on the clock. I finished it in 22 minutes flat. That is absolute pro, isn't it, Mr. Microphone? Yeah, it is. It is absolute pro. So yeah, that should be good. I will edit that together and throw it up. I'll go on the main channel next week to keep you guys busy. However, linked in the description down below, there is a link to a blog post that I have written, all to do with keeping fit and attempting to keep fit or losing fitness over your lifetime. It's one that I wrote a while ago and never got around to finishing. But I finished it, amended the end of it. I've been writing it for the past couple of days, been doing it in the background. So yeah, it's linked down there if you want to go and see that. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait a week until you see this bad boy. God damn. Feels weird standing up and talking to a camera. I'm kind of glad I wrote a script for it though, because otherwise I'd have just waffled for way too long. And I think that's half the problem. If you sit and waffle in front of the camera, then you start editing it and you're like, God, this guy just won't shut up. God, this is so boring. But no, I think I've tailored this video so that I can either A, use all of the footage from the from London, or I could just use what I'm saying. And I think it's quite an interesting thing to say, especially on the lead up to things like Summer in the City. And this was all about, this video here that I've just filmed was all about the London meetup that I had with you guys. I'm going to cut this camera. I'm cutting the video audio now. It was all about the London gathering that I had in London the other day, April the 11th. It was really good fun, and this is basically a Thoughts from Places, which is summarising all of my views from that day. But yeah, there you go. Movie was split into 2 files. It's 8 gigs of footage. Yeah, okay, calm down, mate, calm down. But yeah, I like this framing, right? But I feel like this side is really busy, and this side isn't. It kind of annoys me as well that you can see up there. But I've got to, because I'm too tall for the camera now. I've got to tilt it up a bit, you know. But the lighting, even on... Oh god, it just rotated. Oh god, I didn't realise it could rotate. I thought I'd locked that. I'm going to reset this framing just in case I want to film a video tomorrow. The lighting with the window blinds up is incredible. It's absolutely mind-blowing how good that is. Right, let's lock that down. To the point where, like, I used to have it on, like, the settings. I used to have the settings so that, in fact, let me get playback. Play. I used to have the settings on just like full manual, and I'd have the aperture as wide open as humanly possible, and I'd have the frame rate as slow, as open, as slow as possible, yeah. And then it would like dip and dive between ISO 100 and ISO 200, but with these blinds up, it's like friggin' ISO 100, and I'm like glowing like a bloody disco. So I had to speed the frame rate back up, I'd speed the frame rate back up so that it wouldn't be so so bright and ominous. But yeah, so happy days. Film that now. I want to keep this here because it's possible that I could film something tomorrow if I leave it set up. Although I don't actually have a plan to film anything, with the exception of the camera comparison, which I doubt I'll do. I'll have a look. That was actually good fun. Like, you know how I've been putting it off for the past, like, let's be honest, I've been crap at making main channel videos for the past however many weeks, or months even. But it's a case of just getting back into it. As soon as you've got back into the flow of doing it, then you just get a lot better at it, you know? Oh, let's just bring that into today. I actually did that a day early. Look at me like an absolute pro. Oh no, never mind. I've just dragged it into the wrong day. Done that. That's going on tonight. Doing that later. This thing is going on tomorrow. Yeah, it's just a case of getting back into it again. As soon as you're into it, you start to remember why you enjoy it so much, and then you do it more. But it's like, it's just a chore getting to the point of being able to do it. You know? Friggin' heck, it's still too bright. I'm just like a big white ball over here, Jesus. God damn, I haven't got the SD card in, will it? Will it let me do stuff? No? Yay, nay? Nay? No? It doesn't like it, does it? Well, it looks like as the sun came in and out of clouds, it just suddenly got really blown out every now and again. Which is a downside, but oh well. Nothing I can do about it, is there? And most of it won't even be talking to camera, most of it will be clips from London, so should be a week. I am going to leave. I was contemplating taking the camera down because what am I going to film? But my programming video may have some talking to camera stuff, which I could end up filming tomorrow. Otherwise though, it's 1:45. I'm blurry because I didn't focus it before. I am considering, I was going to go swimming today. I was going to go closer to 4 though. I feel like it might be silly going around midday. It might be busy. But it's all day swimming, all day. And it's not like they're splitting off the lanes. Like it's just constantly the same, like it's all 8 lanes. It's not like half of the lanes are used by the club. So it might not be too busy. But yeah, I'll leave the camera there because my programming video will probably have some talking to camera stuff in it. I might just draw the curtain or something, I don't know, since you can see that quite blatantly from outside. There we go, that's better. I'll be using the microphone to film my video, the programming video. I'll be using my webcam to film most of it. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit different for the main channel, I reckon. We're going to see how well it goes down. But yeah, so I'm going to leave that there because I might use my camera again tomorrow. Before I go out, and then my microphone will possibly move anyway. It'll probably move down to film my last video, my programming video, which I'm going to be filming later. Right then, should we go swimming now then? Considering that I don't need to. If I film the programming thing now, it's going to be 4 o'clock by the time I finish. I think, although that banging might prove otherwise. I might be best off doing it now instead of doing it later and being like, oh, I can't be bothered. You know? Well, let's not think about it then, eh? Looks like a tonight project, that programming thing. I've just spent about an hour figuring out how to make my microphone stay solid and not just dip down all the time because it's too bloody heavy for the stand it's on. I've been sorting out how best to write all the code that I've got to write. I've been setting up. I thought I had a team TFS server access, but it turns out it's just GitHub, like behind the scenes. So I need to set up GitHub so that it would all work, and so Visual Studio can now run through all of that, which is fun, figuring out how all that kind of stuff works. And then I've decided that, like, because I was going to do the programming challenge in the web browser, but it's really annoying because then you lose all of like your autocomplete stuff, and then I tried to do it in Sublime, and then it got irritating having to convert back and forth to be able to test it, because like you write it in Sublime, you run it in the web browser, so it's just like it just takes it's a problem, you know. It's a bit of a ball ache to have to go in there and do that kind of stuff, because then you have to keep swapping between screens. It'd be irritating while I'm filming. So I've instead decided to go through the Visual Studio route, and I've got all the power of Visual Studio instead. I can just run things, I can just create a test and run it through there instead of actively writing it all in the web browser, or going from Sublime and jumping between Sublime and the web browser. I can do it all within Visual Studio and then dump it in at the very end. Sounds like a plan to me. And I've got a backlog, and I can put it on GitHub and have a backlog of all of my solutions and all that kind of stuff. But however, we're not doing that now. I'm heading on out. I'm not actually sure if I've told you where I'm heading on out yet. Have I told you? No, soz lol, don't mind me, I'm just organising a bag. Well, cool, blimey, it's blooming cold. Jesus. I had no shorts today, my lord. I'm wearing a coat. That's how bloody cold it is. I'm still shivering. Should have brought my scarf. But yeah, we're heading on out. We're going swimming. I have definitely told you about that as well. But God, my memory these days is going out the window. So, what are we doing? Why are we going? We're going because I want to swim. This is half the reason why there's the blog post as well. I do want to do swimming, but the problem is during the week, like it's really busy, obviously, because everyone who wants to go swimming goes after work, and that's the only time I can go because I'm at work all day. And not only is it really busy, but it's also like half of the pool because there's like swimming clubs that go on at the same time. Oh my lord, this is Nottingham Road, wait. This is problematic. I'm going to end up walking back and catching a cold, Jesus. But yeah, so midweek there's only 4 lanes, and that means there's like 1 slow lane, a medium lane, and maybe 2 medium lanes and a fast lane. But the problem is, while I'm not very fit and while I can't swim really long distances anymore, that's by my standards. By my standards of not very fit, or a swimming club standards of, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people would look at me and go, God, that guy's a really good swimmer. Because I am a really good swimmer. I just fucking love blowing my own trumpet. Because I actually am a good swimmer, or whatever. I've mentioned this in the vlog. Like, if I go to a club, I'm not fit enough to go, essentially, because I spend all of... Well, by not fit enough, there's 2 things there. I'm fast enough to go. I can keep pace with them. I can do everything that they want me to do within a certain time frame, but I can't do that for an hour. I can do it for like half, if that. 20, depends on how far they push me. But like, I can do that kind of pace. I can do a swimming club pace easily. It's just how long I can do it that I need to train back up again. But when you go to a swimming place like this, even people in the fast lane, there'll still be people. Like, essentially, the difference between the slow lane and the fast lane is the slow lane has like old women in, and the fast lane has old men in that just happen to be taller than the women. And that's the only reason they're in the fast lane, is because they're taller. And that means they can just pull further, you know? And they're still swimming around doing breaststroke, not even putting heads under the water. Like, you're not going fast. You're not in any way, shape or form are you described as fast. And that's an issue when there's 4 lanes. But I'm thinking if there are 8 lanes... Oh God, what is that? Is there some kind of street party going on? We're having a street party on our road soon. Well, in July. Oh God. So my logic of going today is, not only is it like fitness swimming, laned swimming all day, there's also all 8 lanes in theory, which means maybe the faster lane isn't just the taller older men. Maybe there actually are some relatively quick people there that I can swim with them instead, and I don't have to spend the entire time overtaking people, because I just feel awkward, like I'm bullying people. But if it gets to it, and like there are people in the fast lane that aren't fast enough to be in the fast lane, then I'm just gonna have to just keep overtaking them until they get the message to move down a lane. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try and go, and I'm gonna try and swim for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour maybe. I'm gonna try and do like swimming as far as I can, but then also like maybe like 50 meters fast or 100 meters fast, that kind of stuff. It entirely depends on the kind of people that are there and what they're doing, because if they're there and they're not, and they're just like swimming around and around and around and around relatively slowly, then I'm gonna have to just do a long distance. Maybe that's what I need to do though, like a long distance relatively slow for me pace, to get used to just going further and further. Because if I'm already fast enough, I don't need to practice being fast, do I? Yeah, either that, or I'll do things like 200, like 100 meters moderate pace, 200 meters moderate pace, 100, or something like that, you know what I mean? Different lengths and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to see what it's like. I'm trying to make the most of my flexi time. And when I say that, I mean I don't feel like, because my flexes are normally used for serious gain. what I mean is I don't feel like I'm using the most of my weekends. Like, I'll just kind of like wander around town for a bit, or kind of sit and procrastinate and do nothing. So I've been trying to, this weekend in particular, because I've got a flexi and because it's one day longer than normal, I'm trying to make the most of every single part of it. So yesterday we went out, we cleaned our car, we did that kind of stuff, organised stuff for today, because I've not really been sorting much out video wise midweek, which is annoying and something I do need to curb as well. So today filmed videos, or well film one video, film another one later. Why not go swimming? It was actually Laura's idea. She put the idea in my head, otherwise I wouldn't have done it. And then tomorrow we're going to go out with my camera, we're going to go to town, we're going to do X, Y and Z, and I'm going to see what it's like. If it's quiet, then there's no reason why I can't give up an hour of my day to go swimming. Like, even if I drove, well no, yeah, maybe 2 hours once I've considered the massive drive on the way there. Hey, look how cool that is! How cool that is! Yeah, well, they're saying that the parents riding on the bike have helmets on, but the kids in the sidecar don't. What? Is the sidecar safer? So yeah, there's no, like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to fill up my time better, because what I'm currently doing with my time, I don't feel like I'm spending it wisely enough. That doesn't mean I'm using it as best as I can, because I'm not. There are programming things I want to do, there's video things I want to do, and I'm just not being bothered to do them. But I think like videos and whatnot are quite no, fitness and whatnot is actually quite important in order to put you in the mood for everything else. So I think it's a high priority. Well, I've successfully waffled to you for like 6+ minutes about essentially nothing. So yeah, we're pulling up to the swimming place now. Hopefully it's not too busy. Hopefully I spend a relatively good amount of time there. I think I've decided next time I wash my car, I'm taking it there, book a flexi and just bloody take it there for them to wash it. They look really good coming out of there. Well, that was good. Oh well, it was alright. They didn't have the whole, there's only 2 lanes that were laned off, the rest of it was like open. I don't know whether it's term time or not. I reckon it might be the summer holidays still because of Easter. I don't know, I'm out of the loop on that kind of stuff. Just crossed the road because I thought someone was following me. But yeah, so there's only 2 lanes, and I wasn't, well, I was doing breaststroke for the majority of it, to be honest with you. I wasn't really doing much front crawl. I only swum for like half an hour, which isn't very impressive at all. I did like maybe 600, 700 meters tops, which also isn't very impressive either. I was doing 100 meters, oh, bird, nowhere near me. That was fucking miles away. I could have parked a bus in between me and that bird. Yeah, I was doing 100-meter like chunks or sets, and I think I did about 5. I did 5 or 6, lost count, of because there was so many of hello pigeon, bloody hell, we got an issue, god damn. Yeah, because there was so much. What? 100 meters breaststroke took me about 2 minutes. I think I was doing like 2 minutes 100 meters breaststroke, and then like a minute or 2 minute rest. And then towards the end of that, I was starting to deteriorate. I did about 5 or 6, and then I moved over to front crawl, started doing like 50 meters, and then my foot started cramping like an absolute mother trucker. And I don't know whether it's like I swim and then kick it, like I kick my own foot on my toes, and then like I'll just push off the wall, do like 3 kicks, and then bang, there's freaking cramp in my foot again. It's horrible. So yeah, that was that really. It was alright though. It wasn't too busy. I was essentially, what I did was I just swam next to the medium and fast lane. There was actually quite a lot of people in the lanes, like young people that had like kick floats and stuff. So they were like semi. I mean, no amateur rocks up without kick float with kick floats, do they? But yeah, so I feel like I'm on edge. So yeah, that's that. I think it was good. I mean, like, it was 6, 7, 800 meters that I wouldn't have done, I guess. But it doesn't really feel great, but we'll see. Might do it again next week. Who knows? Otherwise though, I'm looking into like the best time of the day to do stuff like that, like after dinner, after work, before work. because I've obviously got my car, so I can drive there. It doesn't take me forever to walk there. But I'm also considering things like tennis, maybe going for a jog or something like that, because then I could do that before I go to work. It's one of the only things I could do before I go to work, unless I start going to work later. Or I could just come back from work at 5 and then go before dinner or something. I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out the best kind of thing for me. May as well try as many of them as possible. This week I'll try and organise tennis, and I'm trying to organise snooker for Wednesday, so it's going to be a busy week. But yeah, but otherwise I'm a bit pooped at the moment. I'm a bit like exhausted from walking and everything. My legs are aching mainly. But no, I think the main reason, I can't figure out what it is that's letting me down. I don't know if it's like physical strength. I reckon it's just pure cardiovascular weaknesses. Because let's face it, I'm a bit of a... But like after 100 metres, the heart rate's on like 140. And then when I moved over to front crawl, it like jumped to 160 to 180 after just 50 metres, which is terrible. That's like horrendous. But yeah, not a blinding success, but not bad either, was my thingy to that. It's nearly 5:30. God, it takes a long time. It's half an hour walk. And yeah, nearly 5:30. I'm gonna get back in, put the oven on, need to start my video description and put the blog online that's in the description link down below. And we're finished, just had dinner. Stuffed, I had burgers, chips and beans. Nice and healthy after a nice workout. There are some girls sat on like the roof of a building. I'm like, we're looking around outside trying to figure out who the hell's singing. And they're sat on the roof of a building singing happy birthday to someone. But yeah, so that's that basically. That was a strange turn of events. Otherwise, what's happened since then? Nothing. Nothing. I'm exhausted. I don't know who it is that tells you that exercise is supposed to energise you, whatever. I've literally just been lying on my bed. I tell you what, how it started. I was a bit cold, and I went like this a couple of times and just rolled myself in a duvet for a bit, and then I probably lay here for about an hour and a half, just scrolling down Facebook on my phone because I'm tired, and in that time it's gone from how light it was earlier to just pitch black. But yeah, so I haven't really done anything this evening, and I'm not intending on doing anything now. It's 12:30, and I'm thinking of watching some Fargo in bed. I'm thinking of making myself a hot chocolate as well. I don't know. I think that's a damn good possibility. But we shall see, won't we? We shall bloody well see, because who knows? Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we are off out all day. Expecting to spend the vast majority of the day out in town. Because I'm not at work tomorrow. Got flex day. To clarify. Well, I think I've said that enough this weekend. Yeah, so we're making the most of it. We're going to town, going to pick up some stuff, going to do some retail therapy, but also taking my camera about, thinking of heading up to like Clifton Bridge area, get some footage and stuff. But yeah, so that's my plan. Lee? I don't know. Oh no, I haven't emptied my swimming bag. It's not very clever, is it? Still leaving that in there just to get wet and smelly. Right, tomorrow's bacon sandwich day, so get some bacon out. We need fuel for a long, hard day out on the road. I do lots of walking tomorrow. I do kind of feel like I need a bit of a hot chocolate. Might have a bit of Easter egg as well. YOLO. Yeah, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna watch Fargo in bed with a hot chocolate and I'm going to love life, basically. I'm going to be living the dream. I'm going to be living the bloody dream. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what's happening with this programming video. I'm not sure whether it's a bit too weird to go onto the main channel. Like, it's a bit too out there, different to everything else I do. And I'm not 100% sure that, like, I can even make it very well. Or if there's even an audience for it. It seems like a weird thing for people to watch. So, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I thought it was I thought it was a good idea. Someone suggested doing it to me, and I'm like, yeah, we can try that. But now I'm like, well, does it really work though? Does it really work though? And I don't know the answer to that, so we'll see if it's worth trying. Could end up filming it tomorrow, who knows? Who bloody knows? I have to stop filming it soon though, if I am going to film it. Right, yeah, I'm going to get going. Thanks very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow is a nice fun day of exploring Bristol more, and I'll catch you later.